Hello world, I am currently driving the BMW, the new facelifted BMW 5 Series. I am currently in Dubai. I've been here on a business trip and well, not just today but the last 3 or 4 days I've been driving this car to get me around the city for all of my meetings and the work things I've been having to do, and thought I'd just do one of my usual walk arounds and show around of the car. This is the BMW 520i. So this is at the lower end of the spectrum. Performance-wise, under the hood, it's a pretty simple 2-litre 4-cylinder engine, which does about 180 horsepower, which isn't the most highly performing of BMWs, but I don't feel any lack of a performance when driving this. When I put it into sport mode, it gives you that extra bit of push. It does exactly what it needs to do, but it's an incredibly comfortable car. And the 5 Series, BMW's 5 Series, is a legendary mid-size luxury sedan that's been on the market since the early 70s, 1972, I believe. So it's been many generations and it's come a long way indeed. There's been a few enhancements when it comes to the design of this car for this facelifted, 2022 facelifted 5 Series. So we'll just have a little walk around of the car and get up close and personal. So starting at the front of the car, we of course have the iconic BMW kidney grille. This facelifted version, they've joined together the kidney grille with this chrome piece here, so it's no longer like separated or isolated between the two sides. Iconic as ever since BMW's inception many moons ago. So very solid, and you've got the front camera, which is sort of hidden there in the front. You've got this honeycomb sort of feature here, although I don't know if they actually call it honeycomb. That's I think that's what Audi call it on their vehicle. We've got the air intakes here at the side. And of course, where we see a big change and enhancement is the lighting, the front lighting design, the adaptive LED lighting. It's a lot more sharper and sort of aggressive looking. I really like it actually. It's a beautiful design if we get up close. It adds a lot of presence to the car. If we look at it here from the front, we get round to the side. They're a lot sleeker from the predecessor. A nice design on the hood here with these lines if you look closely. So they've done very well with the front. Let's go round to the side. This has got the M Performance package, so not the engine, it's just got some features here and there. So if we look over here on the wheels, on the rims, you'll see the M logo, and it's got the M logo sort of scattered around the interior of the car as well, so it's pretty attractive. I love the wheel design. If you get up close, you can see it's got the black and then the silver or chrome with the iconic BMW logo there in the middle. Yep, very attractive. From the side, yeah, it's a classic looking design, a classic BMW design, just a lot more enhanced. It's a long vehicle, not as long as the 7 Series, but looks good from the side. Let's get round to the rear. Okay, so yeah, 520i. You've got the chrome garnished exhausts on either side. Get up close. The rear lights also look really good. It looks good on this black colour of the car, because if you see around the side of the lights, they've actually got this black feature that runs around. It definitely looks better on the black BMWs than it does on the white ones. But yeah, that's the rear of the car, and we can step inside of the vehicle now as well. Stepping inside of the vehicle. Okay, so nothing really new here on the steering wheel. Sort of a classic BMW steering wheel here that we've seen in some of the other models. Very premium, like this leather feature around here, the iconic logo. You have the M badge here, and you've got these chrome touches running around. It's a very practical steering wheel. Looks good, feels good. It's very sturdy. You've got the stitching that sort of runs along on the inside. Okay, on the door panels, very premium leather. Got all the controls here for the windows and the side mirrors. Now, this door panel that runs along here, it looks really nice, and you've got this chrome trim that runs along. But I don't know, it feels a little bit plasticky. It doesn't necessarily feel cheap, but it doesn't feel quite so premium. Harman Kardon speakers, which are dotted all over the car, the front and the rear. Okay, big, beautiful 12.3 inch infotainment display here. Again, another 12.3 inch digital display. I love the BMW digital displays. Looks really good. The steering wheel can be electronically controlled into position, up, down, forwards, backwards. And you've got the head, you won't be able to see it on the camera, I don't think, but you do also have a head-up display here. Fully functioning climate control system, really easy to use, nothing annoying or touch screeny like we've had on some of the vehicles like the Golf R that I was recently driving. So very easy to use. Same with BMW infotainment systems are always super easy to use. Excuse all my bottles of water dotted around, it's still pretty hot here in Dubai. Okay, yeah, this is classic BMW sort of gear shifter. You've got the driving controls here, which you can switch between. I've been steady and fine in comfort, but I've had a little play around in sport as well. Also, to control the infotainment, you've got this here. One feature that I do like, if I go into navigation and then I go into search, you can actually type. So if I put D. And then if I write, if I'm going to write Dubai, so U, and then I write B, you can actually write on top of this, which I really like. It's actually very easy to use and practical. Very premium quality seats, okay, perforated leather. We're seeing a lot of perforated leather in a lot of the cars these days, certainly the ones that I'm reviewing. Really, really premium. They're very, very comfortable seats. They hug you in place. I mean, for me, it fits me perfectly when I'm going around the corners. You just feel very much in place and very sturdy. They're electric controlled seats, so you can put them exactly into the position that you wish and feel comfortable. Sitting behind the wheel of the car, I mean, as I always say with BMW, everything feels perfectly in place. You know, we've got this nice big armrest here, so, you know, whilst you're cruising and driving, it just feels right, just resting your arm on here. Opening it up, you've got a nice bit of storage and compartment space here, and a Type-C charging point. There is also USB in the front console area, and there's also in the rear, for the rear passengers, there's two Type-C charging points, as well as separate climate control for the rear of the car. This is a very quick sort of walk around and review of the car. It's nothing too over the top. It's an entry-level BMW 5 Series. It does everything it needs to do. It controls and handles perfectly. I mean, it's very hard to ever fault BMW in terms of the driving capability. It handles, it steers. It's nothing too crazy on the power front. As I say, it's a 2-litre 4-cylinder engine. Of course, the next step up is the 540i or the 560i, so you can go up in terms of power. But as I say, I've been in Dubai for 4 or 5 nights now, 4 nights, and I've been driving all around the Emirates, all over the city, to get around and parking, getting in and out of spaces. Very, very easy. It's got all the cameras and all of the sensors, so it's a fairly big sedan, but there's no compromise on trying to park the car or get around. It feels very compact to drive. Stylish, it looks great, it's comfortable to drive, it offers a great comfort experience for passengers that are sitting in the rear. There's a good amount of space in the rear, knee space, head space. Also, you've got the electric sunroof, which opens here, adding in more natural light. There's a lot of visibility in the car. I have no visibility issues looking around, blind spots, a lot of light comes in. So overall, very impressed. And for me, for the last 4 days doing business in Dubai, it's been a great vehicle a great car to get me around the city and do everything that I need to do.